Hello there, welcome to another episode of World of Tanks and Gainy Titan, and another bonus episode, news bonus episode to boot. It's not really, again, about the game in this case. So, I normally do my Monday video Friday. Get it out of the way. I sort of try and keep myself to a working week and take the weekend off, or at least I might play games in the weekend, but I try not to make videos during the weekend. However, over the weekend I was looking at the news for July for World of Tanks, and cause generally towards the end of the week they update things, because Tuesday is their day, everything rolls over on a Tuesday, and therefore I was looking at the week and I thought, I really need to do a video on this, so I'm going to include a link to the news page where all the sort of stuff is headlined, and then you can follow the links down into the more detailed stuff as you go along. But there's a couple of things that I think are worth drawing your attention to. I mean, there's the usual tank sales. There's always some bunch of tanks on sale on any given week in World of Tanks, and discounts, whether they're value for money or not, it's up to you. But I'm not going to draw attention to people's stuff like that unless they're doing something really extraordinarily humongously generous or something. However, they do have a couple of things that people might have missed if they haven't looked at the news update. And the first is there's a free XP conversion to crew XP conversion. So you can convert free XP, as far as I can tell, to crew XP. It's been going since the 25th of June, but it's going to continue until the 9th of July. Now, personally, I don't see the value of it. I think free XP is worth hanging on to for those occasions when you just can't stand the grind, or there's a tank at some level that start of a tech tree or something that you just couldn't be bothered with because they're bad or whatever. Like, I don't know, you might have done the Japanese tech tree and that the low level or you might have seen videos and you said the Japanese tech tree bottom tier is cool. The French tech tree, for instance, be well worth skipping most of the French tech tree up to about tier 6. The exception is the AMX ELC BIS. That's tier 5. That is worth playing. I've played most of the French tech tree up to about tier 6, about to tier 4 or 5 anyway, and yeah, it's unbelievable rubbish. However, I haven't played it beyond that yet. However, that's that. The other thing is from July 2nd to July 8th, this really would be of interest, is +1, -1 matchmaking. Now, I'm not 100% sure how this works, because basically what it says is that you won't be in a game with tanks more than one level above you, nor will you be in a game with tanks more than one level below you. Now, in theory, that could mean you could be in a game with tanks one level above you and one level below you, but then the tanks at the bottom would be in a game with tanks 2 levels above them. So I presume that's not going to happen. There's basically going to be a 2-level spread on the game. Now, how this is going to pan out in terms of time and matchmaking, queuing time, I don't know, because it's always been my impression. Now, this could be just forum opinion, fan opinion, should we say, that the reason they didn't bring in +1, -1 matchmaking, because the people have been shouting this for years, was that they just didn't have the they didn't have the server population. And as far as I know, server population has been declining, not massively declining, but sort of steadily declining over the last 3 years. And there's definite evidence that at the low levels they do not have much. Like my recent experience at the low level, tier 2, is that they have pretty much very low server population of these tiers. And I've been hearing about bots at these tiers. Now, I don't know whether they're going to fill in the gaps with bots or what exactly they're going to do, but it's certainly going to be an interesting experiment, and I'm going to actually look forward to see how it plays out. To be honest with you, I'm not that bothered about the matchmaker at the moment. Now we have finally the big one. The big one is, but I'm not going to go into the same detail that I did with the last for the spring games. Is the summer games. Summer games alpha is kicking off. So summer games is exactly the same as spring games, in that you play for a free tank. The free tank in this case is going to be the Hellcat 105mm HMC, which is a derp gun. At least they've stated that it's a derp gun and recommending high explosive derp with the gun. Now, I presume it'll have the usual appalling gun handling of a derp gun as well. So I'm probably not going to be a fan. I prefer reliability, should I say, in my tanks, or at least my guns. Although derp can be fun. I don't know. I might try it at some stage if I win the thing. Well, if I win the thing, obviously I don't refuse free tanks, and I don't see any particular reason why I wouldn't. But it's the same format as all the previous campaigns. So it's part of an ongoing year campaign. So finally, at the end of the year, you'll have the possibility, I presume, of a rare free tank. Again, I'm not sure what this rare free tank is going to be. That's, I presume, if you have all completions done. And then varying degrees of discounts depending on how many completions you've managed over the year. So it'll be broken up into the usual three. So you'll have July, August, September will be your three, and in each case you'll have whatever it is. I can't remember now. Is it 450 points? 550 points? 550 points for the final completion. So at the end of the 4 weeks, you'll need to have completed 550 points, and it's going to be, I presume, the usual things. So you'll have operations each day that you'll complete so many times that'll get you a point. You get so many points. Was it 1 to 5 points for the first win of the day? 5 points for the completing all ops, something like that. And then you have making a point, which gets you 25,000 experience, gets you 10 points, and then you'll usually have something that when you complete it will give you 50 points, and you'll have one of these per week, and they're usually slightly different. Some of them will be 50,000 damage, gets you 50 points, 50,000 experience, gets you 50 points, or kill so many tanks, do so much disabling damage, or whatever. It varies from week to week, and there's usually something that'll give you some kind of catch-up points. At some point they bring in the commander mode or whatever to get you catch-up points. I have managed to avoid having to use that so far. So I have 4 out of the 6 completions so far. 5 out of the 6 completions so far. So we'll see how it all goes anyway. Hope you found the video interesting and informative, and that you liked it. If you like it, please click like. If you didn't, let me know in the comments. If you've not already subscribed to the channel, please do so now. Hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell to be informed when I create new videos. Thank you for watching. I will catch you all again soon. Bye for now.